brace yourselves for an electrifying collision between two MMA giants. We're talking about Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira that's set to happen at UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi. In one corner, we have the dynamic grappling sensation, the Dagestani force, known for his relentless takedowns and unrivaled submission skill. And in the other corner, the Brazilian Phenom, a knockout artist with a slick ground game that's left opponents trembling. Will Oliveira regain the title that was once his, or will Makhachev defend the belt successfully? The anticipation is soaring, and the stakes couldn't be higher. But first, a quick recap of their insane journey. Starting off with the Dagestani juggernaut and the lightweight LW title defender, Islam Makhachev. Born and raised in the fighting-rich region of Dagestan, Russia, Makhachev had humble beginnings. Growing up in a community where martial arts is a way of life, he was exposed to the spirit of combat from an early age. But it was his older brother who became an idol for him. Seeing his sibling's success in the world of MMA, Makhachev knew he had to follow in his footsteps. With fierce determination, he began his training, mastering the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. Flash forward to today, he's under the legendary Khabib Nurmagomedov, plus his grappling prowess and ferocious ground game have earned him comparisons to his mentor, Khabib. Standing tall with an impressive record and a growing list of wins, here are some of the sweetest victories of the 31-year-old LW champ. At UFC 220 in 2018, Makachev's striking skills, proving he's not just a grappling wizard, but a force to be reckoned with on his feet. Then came summer, and things heated up in UFC Fight Night, where Makachev displayed his ground dominance against Kajan Johnson, securing an armbar with lightning speed. Once the fight hits the floor, Makachev can overwhelm opponents in the blink of an eye. But the most iconic moment has to be Khabib fulfilling his coach duties. See for yourself. Oh, and change. This was Makachev's coming out party, stepping out of Khabib Nurmagomedov's shadow and into the spotlight. With his impressive skills and unwavering determination, he quickly became a force to be reckoned with in the lightweight division. And all for the right reasons. His fighting style is insane and can be described as an electrifying blend of precision striking and world-class grappling. This Russian powerhouse has honed his skills in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling, making him an absolute force on the ground. Though his most iconic win was when he stepped into the ring and took the crown off Oliveira's head, but more about that in a while, so stay with us. But that doesn't make Oliveira any less of a threat. In the vibrant streets of Sao Paulo, Brazil, a future MMA legend was in progress. Fueled by the stories of Brazilian fighting legends, Oliveira knew he had to follow his dreams. He began his training, mastering the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and sharpening his striking skills. Dubronx started his professional career in 2008, and his octagon debut was in 2010 against Darren Elkins. From there, he went on to become the UFC lightweight champion and even owns the UFC record for most finishes. Charles Oliveira's dominance on the ground is nothing short of extraordinary, as he boasts an impressive 16 UFC wins by submission. His submission victories showcase the sheer brilliance and versatility of his grappling skills. From Darren Elkins to Justin Gaethje, Oliveira has left a trail of defeated opponents in his wake. Each victory against fighters like Efren Escudero, Nick Lentz and Dustin Poirier highlights just how special and dangerous he is once the fight hits the canvas. Oliveira's grappling skill is a force to be reckoned with, and his ability to submit a diverse range of opponents cements his status as one of the most formidable fighters in the UFC. But when it comes to his fighting resume, get ready to witness some jaw-dropping moments from Charles Oliveira's UFC journey. And the first pick is UFC Brasilia in 2020, where Oliveira faced the dangerous Kevin Lee, a former interim lightweight title challenger. Oliveira stuck to his game plan, patiently waiting for Lee to slip up. And when he did, Oliveira seized the opportunity, securing a beautiful guillotine choke that left Lee tapping out. There's one knockout win that stands above the rest, his win over Michael Chandler. Oliveira struggled in the first round, but he got back up to finish Chandler in the second. And when that final blow landed, he jumped toward the audience and celebrated his title win in a much more chaotic way. As he should. After a decade's worth of grinding in the UFC, Oliveira finally reached the top and was the LW champ. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that will live on in the hearts of fans for the rest of their lives. Speaking of bouts worth remembering, it's time to mention UFC 274, where Dubronx missed weight and was stripped of the UFC Lightweight Championship. But that didn't deter him. In a fiery battle against Justin Gaethje, Oliveira walked through fire, submitting Gaethje with a performance for the ages. With the mic in hand, he proudly declared himself the true champion. Talk about a legendary career. But then came the day when he stepped into the ring to defend the strap against Makachev, and when these two lightweight forces collided, it turned out to be too good to be true. It was the kind of fight that left the entire MMA world on the edge of their seats. In the first round, Makachev wasted no time, furiously pursuing takedowns and demonstrating his ground skills. From the top position, he expertly defended against Oliveira's submission attempts while unleashing a flurry of punches and elbows. But Oliveira proved that he wasn't a pushover. He launched a violent burst of powerful punches and kicks in the second round, putting MAKACHEV to the test. Nonetheless, MAKACHEV kept his ground, avoiding Oliveira's most lethal shots. And just when it seemed the fight could go either way, MAKACHEV seized the moment. He stunned the arena by flooring Oliveira midway through the round. With fearless determination, MAKACHEV pounced on Oliveira, locking in an arm triangle choke. As the tension reached its peak, Oliveira tapped out, and a new champion was crowned. And the Dagestani juggernaut celebrated by raising his arms above his head before enjoying a wholesome moment with Khabib Nurmagomedov. Speaking after his victory at UFC 280, MAKACHEV said that the belt is for his coach, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Consequently, Oliveira decided he won't let the strap go that easily and is now ready for a rematch. And that makes us wonder, what are the odds of this bout? This time, Islam MAKACHEV and Charles Oliveira will go head-to-head in a showdown that's bound to be much closer than their previous bout. Last time, Oliveira faced personal challenges outside the octagon, affecting his approach to the fight. Though he launched relentless attacks on MAKACHEV, the Russian powerhouse refused to let him take control. The battle unfolded mainly on their feet, both fighters hunting for that one shot to secure a decisive finish. But this time, expect MAKACHEV to assert his dominance once again and defend the title with precision and power. His hits pack a ferocious punch, and he's proven that he can match and even exceed any tempo Oliveira sets. While Oliveira might hold a technical advantage, it's MAKACHEV's raw power that will be the game-changer in this epic event. So, get ready for an electrifying rematch that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. The anticipation is sky high, and the fight world is buzzing with excitement as MAKACHEV and Oliveira gear up to ignite the octagon once more. Well, that's a wrap on today's video. Who do you think will win the main event of UFC 294? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.